No. Todd. Now, Jason Todd. When we killed Jason Todd, that was our greatest moment.
No, not at all. Our greatest achievement was and forever will be when we release poison shards of glass over Gotham. No. Our greatest moment was when we killed the Avengers.
Hi, and welcome to the SpeakEasy, where we talk about what it is
and what it do.
I'm your host, Ratman, and this is my cabal of degenerates. And today here at the Rat Cave, we're going to be talking about something on a lot of people's minds recently, with the upcoming Suicide Squad movie. We're going to be talking about the best portrayal of the infamous and beloved Jack Napier, or the Joker. So, to my right, we have Bert Toast, our failed actor extraordinaire, and resident nerd. To the right of him, we have Dr. Angelo Crossbones, MD.
Music doctor.
Like I said, I'm Ratman, and this is Scarecrow, our not-so-friendly neighborhood game ghoul. So, let's start off with Burnt Toast.
Well, I'm going to go with the non-obvious choice and say Jerome Velasquez, a.k.a. The Gotham Joker, played by Cameron Monaghan.
All right, then. Good choice.
I'm going to go with Christopher Nolan's Joker, portrayed by Heath Ledger, you know.
All right. I'm going to have to go with Jack Nicholson from the 1989 Batman. Scarecrow?
And since I'm assuming that Mark Hamill's off the table, I'm probably just going to go with John DiMaggio from Under the Red Hood, animated DC.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad no one said Young Justice Joker.
Yeah,
We
he
don't speak
was
of
not
Young
pleasant. Brent Spiner, a.k.a. Data from Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah.
That's who played him?
Shiz.
That's ridiculous.
That's disappointing,
He's
isn't it?
horrible.
We do
Yeah.
not speak of
We
him.
do not speak of him. So, Burnt Toast, why don't you start us off? Why is he your favorite?
Well, Jerome Velasquez was a very captivating Joker, and I think the reason that I like him so much was because this kid who must have felt very intimidating going into this role, for starters. Applause to Cameron Monaghan, because I mean, it's the Joker. By this point, Heath Ledger has done it, and it's like there's all this weight attached to the role. And of course, you know, once you get it, you have that thought of like, holy shit, everybody's gonna hate me as this because it's the Joker, and I'm being compared against everybody who's played the Joker before me.
It's one of those roles that, like, if you it up, people are going to hate you for it.
Exactly. So I think what he did, which was the right thing to do, is he became a student of the Joker role. And I think he went back and looked at Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger and the others as well. Mark Hamill's portrayal of the Joker, I know it's not technically his portrayal, but like the cartoon, he looked at all of that, and from that he took, I feel like, the best parts of it and compiled it into one character. That's what I really like about it, especially since he's not even supposed to be the Joker. He's supposed to be the one who inspires the Jokers. That's his legacy, Joker madness, which sort of is a real thing in the world.
I agree with that.
Yes, I do too. Now it's my turn? Okay. So, no, I was very caught on your description. But yes, I'm going to go with Heath Ledger. You know, I'm a big fan of the anarchy and chaos that he portrayed in how he did it. And he was very tactical about it, something that he's talked about, you know, a few times. But his whole, like, story behind it, how he came about, how his scars came about, it also was, I think, was, you know, pretty well done too, you know. I don't know if it was done on purpose. I don't know if it's fan fiction or whatever, but, you know, it's dark, you know. Spoiler alert, he...
I think Dark Knight is fair play now.
Yeah, okay. No, but supposedly his father was the reason why he has the scars.
Well, I mean, that was never really said. That every time he said it was a different story.
Oh, yeah, but one of the ones that I really wasn't caught up was that one. Because I reread it on the internet.
I mean, if it wasn't mentioned in the movie...
No, it was mentioned in the movie. It
changes all the time, yeah.
Yeah, it was a bunch of different stories. And it actually kind of is one of the more, sociopathic things he does, where he's basically giving them the story that kind of mirrors what he perceives them as.
What he wants them to
the
know.
pretty woman, he told the story about his wife, and to make her happy, he cut himself.
To keep her smiling, and that's one of the...
I read online about this theory that apparently he's like an ex-marine or something like that, and that's why he has so much experience with explosives, and he's so tactical and strategic, and also insane because of the PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes the most sense.
It's a little out of line for the Joker. He's not much of a fighter.
Not much of a team player.
I think that the speculation on the Joker's origin, especially in The Dark Knight, is kind of hearsay, because I think it was written as the Joker isn't meant to be somebody who has a reason for what he is.
Well,
he's just supposed to be.
The way that I see
Some people just want to see the world burn.
Right.
Yeah, but the way that I see it is that Christopher Nolan left it open for us.
Yeah, for us to put
something together in our heads.
I personally, I know that this is really well favored by people, but I don't like the Red Hood story for the Joker.
Really?
As his origin, I prefer the parts unknown. It's just
you're
it makes him
talking about
a more clean villain for me.
I get you.
And Joker, I don't know. For most villains, I want a reason for them to be evil, but Joker's one of those few villains that I don't want there to be a reason for him why he's
But his
evil.
reason is so good, though.
I mean,
it's one bad day.
It's one bad day, but it once again it falls into the Joker always tells different stories to different people to get the biggest rise out of them.
Well, this all goes to Jack Nicholson, my choice. That's what I loved. That's why I love him. They in the 1989 Batman movie they do his backstory, the good old regular falls in a vat of chemicals, and actually at the end of the movie he does the whole "you made me Batman" thing, and the reason that he's actually my favorite portrayal is because he is actually the one who killed Batman's parents in that movie instead of Joe Chill. Spoiler alert. 1989, come on.
Yeah.
And he what was it? Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? See, it's
That's
that
a great line, though.
kind of stuff that makes Jack Nicholson my favorite. He was the gangster version of the Joker.
I think Jack Nicholson deserved to be in a better movie of Batman.
Of Batman, yeah, it was a really weak movie. But and he died, the way he died too. That movie kind of dove off.
Yeah,
towards the end.
mean, it was
It
back in a
started really
time when
strong.
comic books really weren't taken seriously and there wasn't much budget for it.
Right.
I
So.
think Jack Nicholson doing the role now would be much better.
Oh yes,
Nowadays?
yeah, I could see that. Well, have you seen that? Have you seen the video of when someone
crying.
emails him or sends him a letter, like a professional? He opens it with his own letter opener and everything at his desk, and it's Jared Leto's Joker. The ha ha ha. And he just cries. He starts with a single tear that it just ends up in him bawling, bawling very manly but still bawling. Well, what about John DiMaggio? That's an interesting one. That's a little bit left field.
Since he touched about the Red Hood.
That's true.
Well, that's my favorite DC animated movie, period. And John DiMaggio completely sold the Joker in that. I mean, the way he was beating the living shit out of Jason Todd and just laughing about it. I mean, he added a sadistic element to the Joker that you could really perceive just through his voice in that movie. And he still did the comical, gangster type stuff too when in the movie when he was meeting with Black Mask, when he just takes out all of his men with a glass of water.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And
yeah.
the voice work throughout was great. You could hear the insanity in the voice. And you can hear, when he's joking, the comedy is portrayed very well. I don't know. I think John DiMaggio does a good job. Among the many roles he's played, definitely one of my favorites.
Well, let's cut to a commercial break, and we'll get back to the discussion.
And now this. Hi there, Burnt Toast here. I'm here to talk about 40 Brigade Entertainment, our new YouTube channel. We'll be releasing videos on a weekly to semi-weekly basis, including but not limited to Let's Play, Top 10, debate, reviews, and even some skits. New SpeakEasy every other Tuesday. If you want us to talk about something specific, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll surprise you. And now, back to our show.
Welcome back. Now we're going to touch bases on something that's been in all of our minds. Every waking moment. Jack Nicholson's waking moment. Bringing him to tears. Jared Leto. As a Suicide Squad Joker. What's the feels, my mans?
Well, we saw that picture.
Oh, God.
It made me cry a little bit too, honestly.
Why would the Joker have tattoos? I mean,
Whoa.
I can get the messed up teeth. You know, he's getting his ass kicked on
He
the
has
regular.
messed up
side.
teeth.
Yeah, he's got capped teeth.
It's like shark teeth.
I mean, he's getting his ass
Oh,
kicked
you mean
on the
grills? He's wearing
The
grills.
grills, yeah.
He's wearing
The fucking grills. So this guy gets his ass kicked on the regular by Batman. So I can see that as a justifiable thing, maybe. But when he gets damaged, tattooed over his forehead, and some ha-ha-has on his
and
back.
some ha-has.
Can I
No.
be the devil's advocate and say we actually haven't seen his Joker yet?
So it's okay
Sure.
that the Joker's from Silver
No,
Lake
this
now.
might have been like some shitty like
Silver Lake.
publicity person's idea
It could
to
have.
do this, and I mean, for like he might not have his shirt off for the entire movie. We don't know anything about this Joker yet.
If we know anything about fan service, then probably.
I mean, it might. I doesn't look promising, but I am going to remain neutral. That said, there's actually.
Hold on. Can I just say some of the cosplayers out there should be in the movie industry? You know what I mean? Doing the costumes for
Yeah,
these movies.
yeah.
You
Some
guys
of them
do
are
awesome
Yeah.
work. We love you. Back to you. Anyway, sorry about that. Fan service.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, there might be actually some pretty good reasons for why he looks the way he looks.
That's right, you're talking about the
Yeah.
whole Jason Todd theory. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we know you hate this. But, the whole idea that he might be Jason Todd, and then that's why
It's
he tattooed
ridiculous.
damaged, and
Yeah.
and why did he get tattoos in the first place?
Jason
Jason Todd,
Todd
grew up
being the-
a little street punk, you know?
Yeah.
It would be suffice to say.
Far-fetched.
If you've seen
Exactly.
the Red Hood's animated movie,
Which Scarecrow
Under the
touched
Red
bases on,
Hood, I
yeah.
think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
movie. Great movie.
Jason Todd hates the Joker.
And PH is like we
Of
want
course,
to do.
of course he
But-
does. But that's what, think about it. Like, you know, you got to go into the psychological aspect. You know, this guy was tormented by the Joker for how long was it? Like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
I
Beaten
mean,
with crowbars.
beaten.
Did-
And then, like, let's say the Joker dies, you know,
raped.
and Robin has become a Joker before.
Yeah, did you see?
Yeah.
Did
That
you
was
see
Tim-
Batman Beyond?
That was Tim Drake, and it was a completely,
Batman Beyond, that was
completely
amazing.
different,
Yeah.
unrelated thing.
But
That
even
is
before
true.
then,
It was
when he was younger.
technologically-
Okay, we need to.
technologically induced.
Turned into the
Yeah,
okay.
not psychologically. And also, given the timeline of things, Jared Leto is still torturing Harley. Harley hasn't become Harley
that's
yet.
Right, that's right.
And given the timeline of Under the Red Hood, this is after the Joker and Harley have been around for a while. So I would assume that she would already be all crazied out by the time that happened, right?
Okay,
That does
couple
make
points.
sense.
Couple points. First, I think they're drawing inspiration from Batman Beyond's movie where Robin had gotten that
Brainwash.
nanotech brainwash thing, and he became the Joker many years later.
Yep.
However, I don't think it's going to be literally like nanotech. But what I do think it is it's the explanation why there is such a young Joker paired with an older Batman. Which,
Which,
know,
yeah,
in this
Batman
they've
is
already
extremely old.
confirmed that Batman is an older vigilante hero who has hung up his hood for some reason. And we did see the newspaper with the ha ha ha, your family's dead. And that might be the reason is because he was forced to kill the Joker because he found out his identity or something.
Damn.
And then something f***ed up happened to Jason Todd. Maybe,
I wonder what that was.
Probably got beaten the shit up.
With a crowbar.
And he felt abandoned by Batman, and he then kind of obsessed on the Joker, who is now dead at this point, and becomes the new
Yeah,
Joker.
yeah.
And Harley has always been supposed to be like the way too young for the Joker bimbo sidekick.
Damn. That's
So-
wow. I like that.
It's now just age-appropriate
He
Joker
does
Harley.
have a J burnt into his chest, which is what Joker.
Is that a
did to-
burn or is that a tattoo?
It's a burn. No, it's a straight up burn. It's
I
from,
wouldn't.
like, a
I wouldn't put it
caliber.
past the Joker to burn
To
himself.
get scarifications because he's
Yeah.
from Silver Lake.
Silver Lake, bro. But no, let me go back to what you guys were saying about him torturing Harley Quinn. You know, what I read on the internet, behind the Heath Ledger one was that, you know, that whole lore was that him and Harley Quinn, they got, you know, together and, you know, all that good stuff. And then he reopened his wounds to make her happy, because you said, I don't forget, one of you two said something about that he reopened his wounds, or he did a wounds to make his wife happy.
Heath Ledger, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, back to what you were saying. Much older Batman, younger Joker. Could be the possibility of Jason Todd. What's our other outlook in this?
Either way, it's gonna suck, I think.
Well, just because it's a younger actor, we don't know the character's age.
I mean, look,
That could just be poor casting.
He looks young.
the actor, he's a good actor. I'm not
The
gonna take that away
character
from him.
looks young.
Horrible musician.
Horrible musician. Maybe that's why I'm so bent on not liking him. You know what I mean?
That could be it.
But what you guys said earlier, the role of the Joker has so much weight attached to it now.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be able to do
I
it?
don't know.
I
He
think
might.
that's a big factor on why people are freaking out.
That's
because-
also a factor
Yeah.
on why it wouldn't be Jason Todd, because given how many people follow the comic books, that would
Oh,
just
no one
seem
likes
ridiculous.
Jason Todd.
DC derps out a lot, but I don't know, they've shown a remarkable talent with Batman, knowing what to do with it.
Oh yeah.
So even if we don't see the entirety of it, I believe that they have a reason for making him look the way he does, and I think it still could be a valid reason for him to kind of have the damaged thing tattooed on his forehead. However, I'd like to actually bring something up, because I feel like the Joker is such an important character to all of us, to a lot of people. I know. We all have, like, hopes and dreams for the role of the Joker. What is yours? Mine, personally, is I wish that Heath Ledger had stayed with us long enough for us to see Heath Ledger's Harley Quinn.
Oh.
Because I think that would have been a very, very cool portrayal of that relationship.
I want a Willem Dafoe Joker.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You saw that thing on Facebook, right?
Yes, I did. Haven't you always talked about a Robin Williams Joker portrayal?
Oh my God! If you get Flubber and the Joker together, are you kidding me? Like that would mess up.
Mayhem would ensue.
Dude.
Fun fact.
Fun fact: Batman's awesome belt wouldn't work. He'd just be gunked up with the
Yeah.
Flubber, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But back to what you said about Harley Quinn. That'd have been dope.
Yeah.
Seeing that whole chaos, because I could totally see that, like, rock and roll Sid and Nancy love relationship, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then I would have liked for that to end it with him just breaking his own neck, spoiler alert, and fucking, you know,
A return. They
blaming
did,
it on Batman, you know
They
what I
did
mean?
say that if Heath Ledger had died, he would have made a maybe not a cameo, but maybe like a little bit more than a cameo return in Batman 3.
Batman 3.
Batman
Super
3.
Batman.
The
Who'd
return
you-
of the
who'd you want to
Batman
play,
Rises.
Who'd you want to play Heath Ledger's Harley?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I wouldn't want that Margot chick. She's
You don't like her in that trailer?
she's cute.
Anyway,
Kristen Stewart!
who would play Heath Ledger's Harley?
Yeah. That's a good question right now. Let's
Helena Bonham Carter.
Maybe a Suicide Girl.
Oh God, really?
You
No,
kind of
just
caught
fan-
me on the spot here. I don't have any good names off the top of my
I was
head.
joking off that Jared Leto shit, that's why.
Yeah.
Well, what would you want to see in
Yeah,
the
who do you
Joker
want
lore?
to see?
See, no, I'm trying to think of hot
Yeah.
actresses, and all I can think of is
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson, and she's already there.
But look, I
With the
wasn't gonna
whole
bring this
Avengers
up,
thing.
but the homie right here brought it up the other night. We were hanging out.
You mean Judas Priest? Judas Priest!
Judas
Woo,
Priest.
you rocked!
Orale.
They went.
Anyways, Scarlett Johansson, you brought up something crazy. She didn't do the accent.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. She's beautiful, but I don't know.
She's not a great actress.
Yeah.
Quick tangent. Yeah, I'm just pissed that she didn't do Black Widow with a Russian accent. Like, I get it. Oh, you're a spy. You learned English, but come on, just do the Russian
Who do you
accent.
want?
Don't be
Molotov
lazy.
cocktails or something?
Oh my God.
Yes,
yes.
that's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
So
what do you want in the Joker lore? Like, what's your
What would
what's
be
your
a good
wish?
Joker wish?
I would love to see a fully live-action Killing Joke rendition.
That would
Just
be intense.
Actually, professionally acted out, full big screen film.
Vern Troyer as Gaggy. Oh yeah.
Gaggy.
Gaggy.
Yeah.
Vern Troyer. Whoa. We haven't heard that name in a while. But anyways, go for it.
Gaggy is the little person sidekick, which is the polite way of saying that, of the Joker
is
back in the 40s or something
When it
like
started
that.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
When the Joker wasn't even the principal main
Yeah.
card in the whole deck of Batman.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Joker's always been like the antithesis of Batman. They even, the creators of Batman even admit that the Joker was chromatically different. Like Batman is all darks, and then on the because it would be blue because black is hard to print. Back in the old days of comic books, the Joker's color scheme is like the opposite color on the spectrum.
That's interesting.
But hey,
Yes.
fun fact. Sorry to cut this. Fun fact. They were actually gonna toss the Joker in the beginning. They weren't
they're
gonna
gonna
run with
kill
him.
him off.
They weren't gonna run with him at all.
But they loved him so much.
The fans, yeah. Whoa.
They loved him so much they had him kill Jason too.
Yeesh.
Can I just honorable mention before we move on to the real meat of this conversation? I'm sure we're all going soon. Honorable mention to Martha Wayne as the Joker from the Flashpoint Paradox. That was insane. He showed me that, and I was like, oh, I wonder who the Joker is, and you were like, oh yeah, she's crazy. I was like, wait, she? Just watch. And when it happened, when I saw her like crying in her son's blood and like becoming the Joker, I was like, that's cool. I wish they like went on with that.
That's
I would
not
love to see
actually
that.
contained to Flashpoint Paradox. There's
Oh,
actually
really?
an entire
I
comic
can
book
read about this?
series
Where she is the Joker?
with that Batman.
Oh, that's
with
so
Thomas Wayne
awesome.
as
Yeah,
the
the father.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Is that like a separate Earth?
Yeah, it's a alternate timeline example. In it,
Thomas Wayne as Batman killing people with
Well, we had this conversation.
dual guns.
Is it an alternate timeline or different universe? Because
I mean, it's the timeline.
Now we're getting into
Oh, well,
astrophysics.
I mean, well, according
Somebody get my sword
to
and cut through time right now.
the Flash.
Oh no. No.
It's like a tent show over here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everyone can agree that Mark Hamill. This is why no one chose Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is the Joker. He is the legend.
In a lot of ways, he's the most defining Joker. He's definitely been the Joker longer than anybody else.
Exactly.
The animated series.
Yeah, he's the
he
voice.
leaves and he comes back
Due to
just to mess with us.
Spoiler alert for the people who spoiler alert, yo. For the people who haven't played the video games for the PS3 and the PS4. I think Mark Hamill's perfect because he is the voice.
Yeah,
And
Mark
I think
Hamill.
Towards the end of that whole series, that's basically how I see the Joker, the character of the Joker. I see anything, I read anything comic book wise, his voice.
I was hearing Mark
his
Hamill's
voice.
Yeah. I mean, actually, fun fact about that: Mark Hamill doesn't enjoy doing the Joker's voice because it hurts his voice pretty bad, and he keeps on saying he's done with it.
Right.
But then they keep on doing things that with the Joker
I love that
makes him want to come
Origins,
back.
they
kind of like the Joker.
in Batman Arkham Origins they got a different, I think Troy Baker or something to do the Joker.
A Joker
just to keep it going,
who
like
impersonates his
and
Joker.
he was pretty good.
He was really good.
But
he was copying Mark Hamill.
totally,
That's
totally.
why he was
But
good.
I
He
loved
was
it.
keeping the
I
party
loved
going.
it, and I love that in Arkham Knight, you didn't expect the Joker's dead. Spoiler alert. Joker's dead, and so I wasn't expecting him. And when you turn around, I don't know if you've played it. We've played it. When you're just like about to die or something, and you just turn around, and he's like, "Missed me, Bats?"
Nights,
Like
yes.
that. I just heard his voice, and it was like, "Oh, you're."
know,
here." And he's with you the entire time, just trolling you from beginning to end.
He's your Pikachu.
I don't know. There's actually a part that was really interesting. There's a part where you play. It's crazy. In his psyche, pretty much, he's trying to get rid of the Joker out of his psyche. So you play as the Joker in Batman's mind in like a first-person shooter kind of thing, where you're supposed to kill the Batman, and he's just like this.
In Arkham,
In Arkham Knight,
Yeah,
and
the
then
first one.
like he just Batman statues just pop up out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, I get it. They're setting up jump scare, and it's still jump scare. I knew it was coming, so I was like, I'm gonna back up against that wall, and then nothing will scare me. And then the minute I turn around, Batman. Batman's a terrifying person.
Oh hell yeah!
He's a terrifying.
Can I just say before? Sorry, he's equally as crazy as the Joker.
Yeah.
Who else dresses up with their underwear outside besides like the other superheroes? But I'm just saying in that city.
And why does he have kids running around in tights? It's kind of weird.
He is crazy. Batman is crazy.
The
I'm sure he
argument
gets lonely.
for Robin from Batman is that Robin needs to deal with the fact that his parents were murdered or whatever the Robin origin
the
story
first straw.
is.
Dick Grayson.
In order for them not
Should we
to
bleep
end
that?
up.
Grayson.
The reason, it's in order for him not to end up like Batman is because he needs to deal with he needs to feel like he's accomplished something.
Which is funny enough because that is the Robin that got his parents killed. That's the one he did not want to end up like him.
Well, yeah,
and he's actually
that
like
is
the
what
best
happens.
successor to Batman.
Becomes
ever.
Nightwing. He becomes his own superhero.
Yeah, he did.
Can I
most
just
on his
say
own.
real quick? NPH is Nightwing all the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm for
It's
that.
Dope. It's dope. But yes, that's crazy. Nightwing, and then what series is that he becomes Batman?
That was the battle for the cowl when he's fighting against Jason Todd and Azrael
Oof.
to be Batman.
Oof.
Well,
That's
let me
beautiful.
just say this. I think we can all agree, and everyone at home, that Mark Hamill will always be the voice of the Joker. Heath Ledger will always be the image of the Joker.
Yeah.
And Jared Leto will always be an asshole. And on that note, I think we can end this session. Well, if you like this video and like to see more like it, please like our page, subscribe, and look out for us on social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And always remember,
Keep it simple, stupid.
and...
I don't have a catchphrase. I
Oh,
just
I
said
thought-
goodbye one time.
Oh,
Fuck
Jesus.
you guys.
God damn it! Okay.